Shalom, viewers of Mission and Ministry Sylvester. I'm very glad to have you here on my channel. This is MMS TV. You can search us on YouTube by simply putting these few names together and getting a right name. Sky Fly. Sky simply means something above. Whatever we see from above simply means sky. Meanwhile, this same name had to do with a name. Sly simply has an initial to Sylvester, so there's the more reason why. Whenever you come across Mission and Ministry Sylvester, you are not just lost. You are seeing the reality. You are seeing the reality of creation. You are seeing the reality of who the Spirit really would call loved and beloved. I'm very glad having you come back to my channel every time you need an information, every time you need a help. The kind of help I need you to have from me is when you are sick of something, you don't understand certain things, you don't understand why certain things go the way it is. You just need understanding. You need the wisdom to understand or decode certain information or a reason why certain things really happen to our life and flesh especially. Certain things really do happen to you not because you are the wrong person, because it's because you are the chosen ones. Sometimes it's because you are the right person that even ought to be given a high place, yet you are made a little lower. You know it's written. So certain things when it happens is because you are following a path that probably you didn't know that you are doing. You have coming a beautiful day, having yourself and your path created for us. You made all things very perfect in your name. And we bless you to also stand in quickly, come in and act quickly, manifold of your power and your blessings. That is really power. You can have no blessing without power, for because even if you need wealth, you need to have the power. It's written. So we working on a path that is not known to the human flesh, but it is known to the spirit. So if you're embarking on a spirit journey and you come across or you meet someone on your way, you have to be very careful. That person may be the one you need before you proceed to yet another stage of your journey, because this person should tell you what is really on the path. Don't listen to what people tell you out there. These people, they are just crazy. They don't know what they after. They don't know what they're up to. That shouldn't bother you. Just feel like, wow, mm, it had to happen because people do really have choice, and this choice is depends on whoever you meet. It may even be the display of what certain colorful spirit or the spectrum of a rainbow, so that you know that even if the rainbow is a whole spirit power that carry the whole multitude of other colors and spirits into a place, but they all move at the same time to get to that place. And you know why? They are not supposed to blur into uh, becoming one color or one uniform color, but it's about everyone knowing the path on which they are moving. But then we cannot say because you are together or we're together or moving together, we shouldn't have ourselves, you know, joined to doing certain things. We are to what? Come together to doing this. I'll bless you the name of the Lord and Father of praise and all who created. We have a lot of people out there in this world. Everyone claims to be the creator of things, yet they cannot prove not even a single one that they could prove. Now, the religions that we see is become a battle that people don't know why. Religion actually is a battle, is a war, is a whole conflict of interest and authority given. So he who wins in the authority or in his wisdom, he comes out with a philosophy, and that philosophy is either to bind you under certain or reduce you or make you look like you are just that person promised to be given this day. Now join me once again. Every time I've called you to come and share the video, share my channel. This is a whole television channel. The Lord who created a path for me, and the path that is really in me, that leads to what? Life, where life really exists. I tell you, in full glory of the Lord of love, there is so much love. I hope you can see what we are saying. If I appear to you in this very beautiful colors, Just know who you are seeing, who you are meeting with. So that do not think if I treat you bad, the next person that walks to me should be treated the same way. I want to tell you why. This is because your work is different and it's you are this or, or for you the doors that you are really uh, channeling yourself to, your tunnel to those places. I must tell you, if you are at a speed, a high speed, and your path is made straight, you will definitely go. Even if it should be crooked or truncated or curved or whatever way, no matter how the path is, once you are predestined, you definitely make it to that place. Bless you again, because the Lord who blessed me is not because He blessed me with a car or house or anything, but seeing my own channel alone, sharing with you to the whole world of importance what the Lord needs us to know, what His angels are capable of doing. Mark this on a very plain area as you seeing somebody speaking to you. A day, your first time in life you ever having such a day or news or such an information given you. It's very important to keep this date and subscribe to the channel once a week because you and I are going to be doing the thing. You know, love is really uh, love is everything. Now, so if the kingdom of heaven is promising you something, it wouldn't promise you that another person is your man, another person is your husband, another person is this, or that you are going to be given this car by this. No, you have to what have it, but in question, you have to know how to go about things and grabbing things. Whatever I'm doing now tells you what I'm developing. I'm developing something. Having my channel, would you not like to see yourself also present yourself to the world what you've got? But what do you have that really benefits another person in the world? Spiritually, you must have had something that really benefits someone some way. You may have been beaten by someone who falsely and claimed to be love or your husband. But as soon as the beatings ends up somewhere, you pack up your things or you take a leave of that house. You found yourself in the love of God. That means you probably met your own angel who has been calling you that you didn't know who that angel is. Good you are here. Stay with me closely, calmly, because I'm very comforting and comforted by the same spirit that comforts you over there. And I comfort myself in such a manner that I could give my ear to listen to everything. Whatever you got to say, I listen. But know that if I open my ears to listen, that I listen everything, every word you speak. I only pick things that really create, things that helps you. Because not all you speak to me that makes any meaning to my life or the spirit. As for the spirit that created the trees, you know what they need to continue flourishing. They just need what they are. So their rule is not broken by somebody. Except you want to improve on something, they will allow you to improve, but not to break their very rule. They have that kind of respect for themselves and they rule under that very authority. Now, one thing that people, especially the church that is not coming from the kingdom, they will always tell you this. But it says, for lack of knowledge, that his people perish. My people wouldn't perish. I see anybody around me. You can hear a voice. You can see myself. The colors are some of the things I'm going to be talking to you about. Who could dress like this in your country and then you see this person to be mad? Wow! I think everyone would have maintained silence in the first place. But you don't even see the person coming for your redemption. You see everything in him. Now, it is for you to humble yourself to know what you need because you cannot meet God if you are not predestined to meet Him with Him. You cannot eat with healing, powerful spirit if you don't have what it takes to be with Him. People claim they see angels. Oh, angels in spirit only. Or some also say we see them physically. Physically, I know that we live, but sometimes it's better paying attention, more attention, keeping so close attention to what your very visions and dreams are calling to, so that when you are asked not to move by this path today and you do really go by this channel and something happens, the heaven will be outside, they will be separated from you. You are not going to see them save you or do whatever to keep you out of that very, yes, out of that very trouble. You're not going to see yourself saved. being saved is not because you didn't call for it. You rather chose a path that was wrong. But then, as you are now going to heaven or looking forward to that person who called you, your high in authority, then anything could happen, but it's also by another grace. You know what grace means? Grace is not a name as you call it a human name, grace. So from today, know that if you want to, if you really want to know something called grace, grace is the person that has the love of God and sweetness of the Holy Spirit. You can never have the sweetness of the Holy Spirit if you are not a spirit of that Lord. You can also not know if truly there be any love that exists without having a woman. So that if you are alone and you know what love is and you tell people rather what is happening in their life, then that is the love indeed. Now I must make a pair up here. If you're a man or if you're a male and another person comes your way and you see a female and you go into your room, you say, my kingdom, my very studio, the studio you're seeing is places that I live. That should be what presentable to the world. That is it. Kingdom of heaven is opened. It's that open that not everyone even could walk in because how beautiful is this place that I should tell very God's expectation for you is bigger than you can imagine. So you can't use your head, even if you have no head. If it's a memory card you use as a head, computerized system, or any supportive device that gives you life. You know why I say this. Someone before they could reason, they are connected to a device before. So it means that the person who did this to support the life of somebody in the original life, though it looks more artificial, that person would have done something so he deserves thanksgiving. That I also pick up that very ideas and intellectual in that person and send up to the heavenly creator. He will say that all beautiful things come from above. So they are sent from above. So anybody claiming to be a man of God, if he's not sent from above, let him keep quiet. It is not his time. His time is to keep quiet and listen to the wisdom that is speaking in obedience. How humble this person is in the spirit, carrying the spirit of the Lord. You know what a flight is? The flight of the Lord is so powerful that you cannot compare with it. Whatever should happen in your dreams is happening real now, real now. It's real. Like it's a mystery. But until that person who would come out with the mysteries, tell you the reality of the mysteries, really come before you, you would never know. It will to remain a mystery. Yet we're given all this. You're supposed to have a very clear clue why certain things happened. We are learning. I wouldn't say that I know something that you don't know. The world already claimed that they know something, and let them know what they have. I now moving on the main point now, and the point is this: why people walk out on your life or walk out of you. Why do they really do that? Do you deserve it? Do you deserve that? Or to meet me least you will least expect to meet me in certain areas, certain places. So you grab your oil. I told you about this oil. I cook, so I have an oil with me. Yet this oil should be everyday healing. It's not just going to be for cook or the chef. An oil we have here, this is a special oil. You don't know what is it. It's doing something now. If I ask the Spirit of the Lord in me, and they that also work for me, even though those work against me, if I just ask them to do what the oil is going to do for you, of things that you would even live that is holy, okay? You degrade people. No flesh we have and the bodily flesh that we have. It takes only the Spirit. If you are giving, you will know what I'm saying. And this is why people transform. So when you hear the word transformation, it is this spirit transformation that makes situation really change. Without spirit transformation, without that angel who changes things or transform into things, there can be no situation change. This same spirit makes creation possible, makes creation go on, make procreation go on. Lord, we bless you. We bless you. I'm very humble. Sometimes you may put on a choir to be if I saw someone, it is not written that I be a sacrifice for somebody again. Yet I could lay myself, I laid myself down for that person already. But he didn't know that. When the time came that I have to be given my rewards, they rather saw me to be the side of them. That them. They wanted to say that I am that person who is dirty. My viewers will tell who the beauty of love and dirtiness is. The passion of the Lord. So you also require on that you will give also unto it. Or are we going through? One thing now, know if I had this oil, this very oil, is because I call it oil. That you think is oil. But until I use this in cooking, and I use a different oil in cooking, then the spirit is available. Probably to serve the human purpose, to feed you, will be the kind of friends or that friendliness. It will start developing that friendliness, but it doesn't really make you automatically a friend because some of them could not go as that level, as to the level or whatever it requires. Yeah, to be in that very level. It's not everyone that can go there. We have so much, and we'll be taking this day by day, 1,000 day unto us. I can put several hours. There wasn't any friendship. If there be any friendship, you can never unfriend yourselves because you were not bound together. You were not put together as. If you have a spirit, look at what people do. If you are all in one society, or you learn certain things, or do certain things in common, or you are operating in the same faith, in the same spirit, you see those people never go against themselves. Or even if it happens, like even if it should happen at all, we have somebody who would stabilize it, someone who would neutralize both sides. And your source of strength is from that you are now living. Because I live as you are seeing this one thing that you just serve a day in your life. And that thing will get finished. When you go the next time and you ask for food, they will still not give you what you are supposed to do to get well or to get well or to get yourself on that path that say that, oh, truly, this gentleman did help me. And that's why we are friends. You're not friend because you are a girlfriend or boyfriend. That isn't a friendship in the Lord. That isn't a friendship even in the world. For the creation, nature is itself lonely. So until somebody comes into spirit path, demonstrating information, there they also were just what they are. So that when he that comes also to this world to rule or to give answers to certain mysteries or certain things to make known the hidden things about most realities that you don't see but is real. He was to also pass through this same situation. So that when he comes out of it, he will then tell you what you've been lacking. Because if he didn't pass from behind the scene to tell you what is happening there, you wouldn't know. You don't. And now present himself to you to know that when you he will tell for his name, you shall be given all kinds of names and insults and all of that. Are you forgotten? Now this is why people just go out of your life. Not because you've done wrong, not because you deserve it. It's because you have a spirit. You carry a spirit that is unbearable, like a spirit that you cannot contain. Lord, we bless you. There's a reason. So as I'm doing this, I need water to just keep certain things stabilized because if I am little shake by what I'm doing, how another spirit of the Lord will take control now. So this is how I'm stabilizing things. So that the oil to absorb the kind of angels and spirit presence of the Lord, as mighty as it shall be right before me here. May the oil also take the numerous part of it, the mighty angels' energy and power and presence should be also attracted by this kind of thing you see. So until I tell you what it is, you wouldn't even know what I'm saying. Thank you so much. Oh, we are so in the studios. You see a whole lot of things, but can you also put your place, a small place? Can you convert your place? Is a place even convertible? Is it convertible to things? Can you convert your place to church or kingdom or outside, like a space where I could just walk out on the street and begin to work or do something? Is all I need. Look, I don't need this. You know what I'm saying? Child of the Most High is what I'm referring to. He said they could not write all in the Bible, but what is available to you is what you are reading in the Bible. So don't kind of look at a Bible that is available to you or what you have now. Don't think it's the end to everything. But that little thing you see in the scriptures or that little scriptures got it. You know what somebody suffered before they put it in there. The world didn't want you to know that. But not the world at large. For he who created, or he or she who created the whole universe and the whole things, he wished that his wish is that you get to know him or about him. That's why most of these things were kept. But if it be something that isn't good or going well, hey my goodness. Those who speak well, allow them to express themselves. But when the spirit comes, humble yourself. If not, the spirit could just make things and you wouldn't know what you're doing. But to the light is always light. To the air is always air. But transform. Same way the light could transform. But once the authority comes under this very mansion, to see what is happening. Are you also sweating? I just wanted to feel like if you were never ever given such an opportunity to create for yourself such a place, such a platform, a channel where you could face the world and talk to them and handle them as your children. You are little children. Just a moment. I just have to. What I'm telling you is very important, so I want you to digest it under this very um, humble spirit. Because if I charge again, you're gonna face that in those or you know that somebody did really, you know, descended onto this planet star. I call it a star because people live on Earth, and I say star because you know why I say star. Those who have bright stars and light, they come really with the language, the spirit, the language of the spirit. Yes. So be also active and go inside of yourself one more time and begin to tell the spirit of the Lord that this is who you see to be somebody who is speaking the reality of the life that you live, the mysterious life that you live. Someone who is talking of love to you. What is the kind of love you are talking to me about? And what has this love got to do with my life that is to change? But are we the very righteous people to deserve your love? And myself, I did really speak it. May the Spirit of the Lord continue to do this, even now, as we are also making it possible to do what it is to keep this spirit in us. I bet you on one thing. You know what we're saying. You cannot keep the spirit presence of the Lord in you for 1 second. That's why people get mad. You know why? because your flesh, the flesh in which you live, as you call it, body, when the touching spirit of the Lord fire at your skin, my friend, you are dead already. Not even 1 second would you last to live. And that's why people go mad. And you hear a lot of people say that because they've read this book and they read this book. Why was there a need for people to write it down also when it was given to them to write down? So is there also a reason why you should read more? So if because a stepping stone, or we didn't have a flight to catch up with the people out there, people that you really think they are everything or they deserve what they really exhibit. I didn't have it. Yes, I didn't have. So I in my house I have a professor, and everybody, like everyone in my family, at least everyone of them have something special they do. Yet I don't see who really give me a little thing. So whatever I need, I build it. I'm building it. So whatever you're seeing me in or living in, whatever message you hear from me, it's not because I open the Bible and speak to you of this. Know that if the Bible, he said the word became flesh, then it's better listening to us in the spirit, telling you what the spirit will wish that we do, or if we are quickened, if we are quickened by his spirit power, then we will know what exactly to follow, the path to follow, the ear. Somebody walking and waiting in your life, situation that is tormenting you. The Lord go about his business to say that if there be any love, if there be any true love, and love, every black magic, I seek the authority of the heavens and the high throne of the virgins to say, the Lord, as you are able to cleanse us and sanctify us even on the day of our birth, so shall it be in our renewedness. O Lord, washing us and washing every dirty thing and every unclean spirit, we take refuge in your name, O Lord, that you work it out. Whatever is working against the flesh is because when those spirits come into your being, when they come to dwell in you, I would wish that you know how it feels like when something walks into your body or when something is worrying you, when your body is itching you and those kind of things. Like, I need to just tell you why the Holy Spirit is so sensitive to all things that happens. That's why most people, you see them suffering. Yes, but the Spirit of the Lord is so sweet. If you have ever had a fellowship with the Holy Spirit, you will know that truly. If you need a church, then come and build your very treasure in the what? In the heavenly treasures. A heavenly treasure that is revealed to you now. For you and I know what love is. Not the if you have not, it was not just for Christ alone. I'm telling you. For if you know Christ, it will lead you to many other things that nobody knows. That's what I'm saying. That's why it becomes something, a point where people say he's mad, he's crazy, yet they have no platform to express themselves. I am a writer. Why would I not be? When the opportunity comes, I utilize it. Why? Whatever I'm saying, I am able to read and write it. So I'm a writer. So if I put it out there as an article that you need, would you not write? You will. Definitely you need it. Because you just want to have this in a pure state as it is. Paying authority of the Lord is being. It's possible. But few are the ones who also perform something likeness. It's like, yeah. So I can say it's in likeness of that. But those people, they say, oh, they do experience it like it will just come. I don't have that kind of visitation. I am that person every day. If I want to tell you love, what love is, I can give you this presence of anointing that is so powerful. This is what we can say a man that is a man indeed in the Lord. It's not about what size, what wealth, or what. I don't care what you drive. I don't care what you say. I want to say All I want to say is that you and I are living, so that it is after your departure from your body that you know where you have to be. But I tell you this, to the world, that is my assignment. So I'm utilizing the opportunity, even as it came. You don't know. It shouldn't come from a foreign land for you to know what I'm saying. You and I, if you had known the word, you would know he who speaks to you now, the one that shared with you this very word. You should know him, for this is how the Lord speaks to his people. He talks to them in a very soft, on a soft, under a very first wonderful tune. Because if the Lord should roll now at you for what you are doing, somebody, you're never going to have it. You're going to take it. You want to take it easy at all, because it's already disastrous. So when the Lord acts in the disaster, that you know that already is happening. Now, few minutes after this, we are going to do a lot. I raised one point, and that point has prolonged the whole talk into this length. I told you why people walk out of your life is this, especially the church. The church is not a church of Christ. I want to tell this. The church is not a church of Christ. It's a church on its own. For church that is of Christ has now been a church that you should not say because it's a church, but it's kingdom. If you continue to believe in what you believe in without seeing the kingdom, know that you'll be in those things till the end of the world, and you will not see the kingdom until you switch from being just flesh into spirit. So you must have a connection between the spirit, so that the spirit coming between you and the Almighty, then you know God begins to speak to you by his angels, through his servants, the holy ones, the holy prophets. Anytime God is moving, he moves only with holy prophets. So if your prophet is not one of these holiest, yea, kama salira, alipront. If that is not a true prophet, because holiness tells something about a person, how humble, committed, and obedient the person is. Whew. Speak to somebody now. I just I just figured out that somebody needs help. That help is this. I've done it already, but if you join us right now, you're just joining us now. You need it. Pick that and grab yourself water, and I will speak to this, and let the water testify if they be truly water created by the authority of somebody. Oh, let the authority of somebody that created waters. For in the beginning, if there was no waters, but that the waters were created, let it be a proven path that the church have not known. But that water is supposed to be life, because it flowed through the very holiest feet and throne and washes the feet of the Lord, so that it wouldn't need anybody to really go say, I want to wash your feet, and will do that. Again, there's a water that already has its function at rolling. That is its work. Flowing as it is, like you heard, there's a river that flows in the heavens, on the throne of the heavens. Having this, I want to talk about this in the next episode of our conversation. So every time you see me, you are seeing heaven, and that heaven is you and I. So that if you are never heaven, you will not also enter into the reality of heaven. Heaven could be just with you, but you wouldn't know. Somebody just join us in the conversation. You see, the angels, the spirit is acting for you to know how even it is that we can still make things the way it is as flesh should at least. Say that I need to help you do something. If I have money, sponsor my channel, sponsor me, and I'll pay the money, I'll pay the food, whatever it is. I'll send it to the right person, because that person who really is in need, dying need, the pastors don't go there. That person who is in dire need and is waiting in the Lord, on the Lord, doing everything from the one he was asked to do instructional, following. The church have not known them. The church rather refer to those people as crazy, mad. Because when you send your good thing, they grab it and then tell you something else, so that they never want you to have it, because you are the one that they see to be bowing to, and yet you are rather made to bow before them. Yay! Drink water in a moment. Drink water. There is no religion in this world that can survive unless the Spirit of the Lord redeems, because they all have the same thing. Everyone who comes to take on the teaching now glorify himself. You know who they glorify? They glorify that religion, other than upgrading from one stage to another. So that if it was then called religion, we say we are now moving from this religion to a technology. They say no, because we didn't create it. Yet everything that churches, kingdoms, or whatever they claim, everything, whatever they are using in their various homes, places, on the farm, field, wherever, it is made from somebody who they didn't believe. Yet they don't school to understand what that person who even created it. Like, if you bought something and you don't know how to install it, you just go and buy a satellite dish, and let's see who will install it for you. Even your wisdom as a professor, go and install it, and let's see if you did really acquire knowledge. You didn't acquire knowledge. I told you who I am in the first place, that in my house, even if I mention pastors, know that I have pastors in my house. If I mention referees, I mention them because I have them in my house. If I mention teachers, I have them in my house. Somebody just passed through this right now. So in the realms, we will not say that until why would you now have heaven to say you fail? It was a good work. It's achievable. Like, it's a kind of achievement. This achievement is only to demonstrate or give a result of the true nature of that person. So that, of course, if you have anything, sharing, what to give to this person. They may have been what? Spiritual battles, physical battles, maybe of social, issues. And that's probably the reason why this person just paraded. So that person, of course, should be having a spirit that you didn't have. And you have to also pay attention to that person. You don't say because you didn't have this F, you didn't have this A, you didn't have this particular grade, and that's why you are not going to the university of this and that. My friend, you tell me who is still at a school called university. Is that not a philosophy of someone? Is that our fathers? No. Because did they even build? Ask yourself this question. Why? Did they open bank accounts in your name, storing up money for you? As that's why we created ourselves. We're not born of them. Because you didn't have a place built for me that when I come to live a whole generation, I should enjoy this for free. That alone is a mere reason why you will not say, I have sold myself to the birthright of something, so that if you don't append a blessing upon my life, if you have any blessing, where's the blessing? Materially is the blessing. So you cannot open the blessing of heaven without having something that should keep that blessing. A blessing indeed should be real. It's not a matter of words, but everything concerning the Spirit and Creator should be power demonstrated. Creation, something that must live. Pastors and men of whatever so-called God, they are not able to produce oil. Yet they use the oil and mess it around the places of the holy places and say that the Lord said the oil and the end. Certain things are over already. Why is happening? If you had denied yourself in the first place, you would have noticed that whatever they do to you, it will not pain you. You will only base your fact and teaching on one thing, that one day you shall have built from your lip to the nose, to the very four visions, and the two eyes shall rise until you get to your head that is numbered. Now your crown is put overhead. Are you not seeing love in my face? Somebody, are you not seeing love in my face? Written, this is love. Am I supposed to draw it? I show you that this is the crown of love somebody had. God is faithful to his people, and not everyone born in flesh or of flesh. For God did not give birth to everyone born in flesh or flesh. You know that your character, your way of life, you're living, if it does not depict the image of somebody you don't even know, you can't even claim. You have no such claim than to say, "Oh, who are born out of God, and that children are given from God, or God is who gives the children." Are you sure? You are lost. Find your way on this channel quickly. Let's spring up. Do this. Let me see. How many fingers do you see at a time? Am I playing guitar or piano? Now, what do you see? Until I make one. Do you see? How many fingers do you see? You see a finger, right? Or you see a pillar. All right. If you see a tool, that kind of pillar, having this in connection, then you know that if it was not given, you can't have it. Based on this alone, because they all play different tunes and keys, and you wouldn't say that when you hear me speak today, tomorrow I'm going to speak the same thing. I wouldn't do that, because you don't even know what shall raise me up tomorrow. If that angel, if it's Gabriel or Raphael or Uriel or Jophiel or any of these angels, powerful angels, if you don't have your mind trained, or if you are not a spirit, you cannot contain the mind of the angel. And I'm telling you, to be very honest with you, if you don't have the heavenly head, you cannot contain the head of someone, an angel or somebody in you, let alone the peace you ask for. Maybe it's better you were not born. Once again, our channel is here to bring all the reality to a show, like bringing it to you. Wherever you see me, wherever you see Mission and Ministry or Sky Slide TV on YouTube or wherever I streaming, just know that I have come this long way. Being in the wilderness, yes, but I still have something. I offer you the good that I have. So if you need money from me, this is money. This is to create for you. Because all that I'm doing is to also create for me. What you didn't have, I would also have something, and I share with you what you didn't have. I have a lot of cameras, things showing you the eye that sees, but not as they see. I don't see like they see. I am real in love and the spirit, but let the spirit of the Lord and his work testify to the level of my very working power. And what is demonstrated in you now is the Lord, whose power over the flesh, taking over all the flesh, that is waiting in his name, waiting on his very child to come to them and teach them and also make known things that shall happen. Did he not tell you this? Right. Take a fresh air. The world should expect. What exactly? Well, my people, do you know why I don't miss certain things? If I send you outside with a short IP, you will see the rainbow and something very important out there. So I don't miss whatever is happening outside. So assuming I had an altar or a pulpit on which I stand and say that is the only holiest place, my friend, that person is lying, you know. The kingdom moves. Let's go. Let's go. Let me take you out there. You would just really have to go with me and let's see something. Hold on a second. We're going to do this. From the studios, we are moving. Just a second. A moment. Check what I'm checking here. What is this? Is that not rainbow? And what is from this side over there? I hope you can see that. Over there. And this is the rainbow. So if God is calling someone outside, whether I bring his message or not, I still come out because I know that he will finally come out there and see what is happening. Because I was in there talking about the colors of the angels. I was just talking about, are you saying it? Is someone really making a clarity of today? The point I come out with should at least has two things. The purest of things, white. You see the light over the side here. And then you see the multiple of colors in this. So that they both moving. You can produce. Yet, and you are being to 10. You cannot call Moses at that time to come and answer this day for you. For the Bible is not just Bible. A few things that were together, that put together to make it Bible is the reason. But it is the artists who brought the Bible into being. There was nobody, because civilization did not start with anybody other than those who were the real artists. Those who had followed the Lord from their childhood time till they grew up, they carry the art and nature of God with them. That's why they, of course, if you had taken your time to really create something, you preserve it, you conserve it, you because you appreciate it more to that level. Okay, so if you're going right now, quickly see me and see yourself with me, in me, and we're living together, especially when it comes to my women. You know why I care about women? It is my heavenly marriage. I asked for it. It is my, that's why I'm talking of love. You seated over there and myself here. What is the difference between you and I? Being far away and myself being here. Do we see anything like there's a distance? We are more than just even being together. Meanwhile, I'm using the hour of the time to tell you about Creator, truth, reality, not ABCD, A minus B is equal to this line proportional to this prime X, where X is, oh my friend, we have a mathematics that the world cannot understand. How to really descend things from heavens or from the spirit to this place. Do you know how many battles you would have fought before this thing happening? Well, take it easy. One moment again. Drink water. I'm only training you as I train myself how to receive a certain thing. If I am comparing this, how also be able to really have certain things at this level. At this level is what I'm saying. So that you could control things. Because if you are giving someone this kind of understanding, it was for the Lord to perform it outside there. So that I will say that until I finish delivering whatever message I'm giving to give to you, I will not get out of that place and show you what the Lord is doing. Wow, are we living? Drink more water. So my way is to show you this. If you are a fan of the Holy Spirit, and if you are wishes to develop, if you wish to develop, if you wish to create and righteousness, you know, you know how I quite took my time to save or build our own. And so this is how far the Lord went once again. Yeah. Thank you. And I'm here once. Every time you need me, come and pray with me. Let's do something at a distance. Pay that my flight should be taken from Ghana only to come and live with you. Me, I just need someone to live with. I'm telling you, to be honest with you. If you are in United States of America, US, of A, London, Canada, wherever, whatever you are also supposed to do to make it possible that I come over there and live with you. Don't you feel like you want to live with? Don't you want to experience what God has done now? Or I should be in the jungle. And then you hear about me. We heard that there was a light sprang up from this place, giving issues of life or touching lives like this. For what I have now, you cannot eat. Now, people just do this. People run away from you because you deserve to be treated right, and you ask for just money for food, and they didn't give you. That's why they hated you. Not that you've done wrong. You've done no wrong. It is their responsibility to give to you, even as they that claim to be churchgoers or church members or pastors and prophets. I'm only making it known to you that I am not for somebody who claims to be from the kingdom. I am telling you, if they also have what I'm saying, that leads to kingdom of heaven or the heavens. Think something should only give you life. You don't, because you're using and getting the final product, and it is sent down to you to um, have it just as because it's a need, it's a basic need. So the things will be quite expensive. Would you like it that way? Why would you not pray that the Lord give you your own? That's why He says, a man after his own heart. Have you realized any of this? If the whole universe have no one to do what God can, we will all say this is how we did it. If I didn't do that, I would have come out with something different. It's oil time again. I want to conduct this healing again. Whoosh. Whose head? There's a part of the head of someone right now. Over this side. Note this. I want to tell you this. When I speak that your head or part of this head or part of this head is what you are facing, you know best the two sides where you are experiencing it, because it might be the left side of you or to another is the right side, because you are not of the same faith. It's not the same spirit that is working in you, but it's because somebody can contain both spirits. That's why he could speak all of that to you. We are just doing it on a slow pace. The entertainment that is from heaven is here. Everything. The world have in their archives and in the past, they do that is about the kingdom of heaven. That is it. Tell me if I also eat. Am I black or white? Tell yourself. I don't bleach. So one thing I am telling you is this, that you should know that even if situation, even the most difficult situation, even keeps us or makes us look the way we are, or present us to you in this very way, I'm very grateful, or you've been very lucky enough to see this, so that ah, you'll be asking yourself, who would you refer to as black man? Because you can't see what black is. Where, what do you refer to as black? Because you didn't know the one who did the rest paint it at that heaven. It's not about pastor, it's not about prophet, but I respect people. Oh yeah, I see the beauty of this head. Now, how we can see. I love these people not because I give them the kind of love I give to my people. For you cannot give the love I have for God. I can give it to you. And you don't expect me to love you for you to know that God loves me. You are lost. I will eat again. You to eat. That's how we are doing the healing today. I tell you, the ones who heal, the ones who have true power to heal, they tell you and show you what to do. And tell them, stand before them. You are going through the pain. If the only way